Hello everyone. It is me, Vic Witch Art Witch here, and we are opening today Scrawlrbox number 130. 130 of these already. Isn't that amazing? Hope everybody is keeping cool in the heat wave, that you're hydrating, and that everything is going well for you. So, without further ado, another no fluff unboxing. Let's open our Scrawlrbox, or not. Apparently, I'm not allowed to open this one at all. Denied. I'm being very much denied my art supplies. I dislike this. So, what do we have today? Let's just fold that open. Right. So let's lift our supplies out first. It's not particularly weighty, this month. Something slipped underneath my zine. It looks like we're doing charcoal. Oh! Is that a charcoal palette? I don't think I've had anything like that before. Well, it looks like we're doing some kind of charcoal. Let's get all the gubbins out of the way. Here is our beautiful art print for the month. See, I'm not very good with charcoal. This is by artist Josh Hernandez, known professionally as Mad Charcoal, American artist recognised for expressive charcoal portraiture that blends realism with raw abstraction. Through dramatic contrast, fractured marks, and emotional atmosphere, his work explores identity, beauty, struggle, and faith. After building a global audience of millions through sharing his creative process online, he's continued to push charcoal beyond traditional boundaries. Through original artworks, prints, and artist design materials, his mission is simple: make honest work that people can feel. And we have him on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram as at mad.charcoal, artwork madcharcoal.com, and art materials madartmaterials.com, which I will be checking out after this because I really like that art piece. Okay, so we've got drawing paper. We've got some 130 GSM, more some drawing paper. Only 10 sheets, of course. That we only get 9 because we're going to be using one of those as a swatchy sheet. Now, I think this must be like a press. Yeah, it's a black pastel palette. Ultrafine pastel material. Interesting. Not something I've ever used before. Now, what else do we have? Also, what is our sweet this month? Am I going to be eating it, or is it going to have to go to the husband and the children? Who knows? Oh, I've got some of these already, which is kind of cool, because that means I don't have to use, because I've got some for pencil, some for pastel, and now I can use this one for charcoal. And we have a kneaded eraser. Stick out. It's a blackjack. That goes to the husband. Without fail, that's the husband's. What is this? And we've got there's an actual name for these, and the name completely escaped me. I don't know. Is this chalk? I think it might be chalk. I don't know what that is. Feels very light though. Oh, that's a charcoal stick. That's a very light charcoal stick. Wow. Okay, no wonder that was wrapped up so well. Interesting. We've got a Derwent dark charcoal pencil as well. Kneaded eraser. Palette. An actual palette. I've been looking at these for a while, but I've never actually got around to getting one. Mostly because I don't trust myself when it comes to charcoals. There we go. I'm going to unwrap this now, because obviously we're going to need to swatch it in a minute. So I figure if I unwrap it now, when it's unwrapped, once we've dived through our magazine, we'll save the excitement of that for a minute ago. Once I've gone through the magazine, try to get off my hand. Okay, so obviously that's got stuck under my magazine as it's been jostled around in the post. So we've got the blending tool, we've got the blending stamp, the pencil for the fine line work. This could be an interesting one depending how artistically inclined you are and whether you like charcoal or not. We have our sit down with the chosen artist. And we have our swatching tips as well. Swatching tips for you to actually get the best out of your materials. There we go. And of course, this is the kneaded eraser as well. You can use that there. I'm really bad with these things. I never use them. I never ever use them. So, recognise the washi tape for a few boxes back? If you've got some left, here's an idea to use it. This is our sort of deep dive, get used to it. So, some advice from the artist. Squint often. It helps you see values clearly. Protect your lights early. White paper is precious. Use fingers less than you think. Use tools with intention. Don't fear dark values. Deep blacks make light glow. Step back often. Distance reveals mistakes fast. If it feels dead, simplify and restore contrast. And finally, start loose. Don't begin with eyelashes, begin with energy. Let accidents happen. Some of your best marks will be unplanned. Here we are. Now, this is from Scrawlrbox 128, the Destination Unknown, if you remember that it was the postcard one. So, who do we recognise from here? Let's have a look, shall we? So, I'll normally recognise a few names at least. Carmel, hello, well done, my darling, for getting in there. Prato Fiorito, again, I apologise if I've butchered your name. That is beautiful, stunning, I love it. Helen, I love yours. I really, truly do. Manda, that is really nice. I love it. I think we both went for the same sort of similar theme in the end. I didn't end up I don't think I ended up posting mine because I just couldn't get on with it for some reason. I don't know why. Die, well done. Congrats on the top 3. Jackie, yours is so good. I really like that. And I love the detail. It's so good. Kind of gives me, I'm getting cherry blossom vibes, you know? And here we go, blast from the past. Some trips down memory lane for old Scrawlrbox. Scrawlrbox. I'm reading that one as I'm going along. So this was Captain Frappo from box 61. Casey Meg Tattoos from box 126. It's Zingber from box 45. A long time ago. Jewel Denart from box 106. Dominik Zazimski Tattoo, I apologise if I said that wrong, from box 52. Which I don't know, I think that might have been, I remember there was one Scrawlrbox I really wanted to try, but they'd sold out, so I couldn't actually get it, so I went and got the materials myself. Okay, so this month's Scrawlrbox is Head in the Clouds is the Scrawler Challenge. This month is all about atmosphere and letting your thoughts drift freely, as inspired by this month's featured artist Mad Charcoal. Using charcoal's soft and expressive qualities, build dreamy compositions filled with soft, shifting shapes and gentle textures. From cloud-like forms to abstract ideas and flowing portraits, embrace the movement of these supplies. So we've got no colour, so we're laying down black on what we've got, which is white. And because it's charcoal, it's going to imprint and it's going to get messy very quickly. Very quickly. I may end up graduating to one of my mixed media pads for this month's art. So now we've done the important bit, let's get swatchy with it. So there's only three things really that I need to get swatchy with, but I need to open some stuff in order to use them. So let's get them out. I'm intrigued for this because I've seen it a lot, never used it. So let me just slide that on. There it is, ready to go. Can't believe how light this stick of charcoal is. It weighs next to nothing. That's why I thought it was chalk. Right, there we go. So, first of all, let's pop that open. So it looks like makeup, basically. It looks like a compressed makeup pad, like a bronzer or blusher or something like that. So we just go... I don't think you need a lot with these either. Oh, no, you really don't. Look at that. That's just a couple of swipes and it's like that already. So, I'm gonna... Ooh. You kind of get some interesting textures with the brush. Just trying to make sure I get as much powder off as possible. So you can really sort of texture up. So I suggest when you use this, I would suggest having another piece of paper for you to like wipe off excess before you use this bit. Like if you don't want such a harsh lighting, like you want to get some of this kind of grey going. Oh, this is coming off. So you may have to like use your finger and what have you. Okay. So the extremely light. I'm so scared to use this. It's so light. I don't want to break it. So yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm trying to scrape it on its side, but it's only coming out where I'm putting pressure. So because I was pushing down on the end there and holding it there, that's why it's coming out there. You're going to get mucky. You are going to get mucky. There's no two ways about that. If I do that with this... Again, smudges very different, but it also, notice it smudges differently to how the powder smudges. This one's more grainy. Let's just do that again there. Yeah, you get more grainy effect there than you do with the other one. That was very smooth because it's finer powder. And then the charcoal pencil, which you would use for fine detail. And it is smudgeable, but not as much as the not as much as the powder and the stick, but still very smudgeable. God, there's so much powder on there still. It's unreal. But you can see like the different range of like values and hues. And bear in mind, I've only all that is just from one attempt on the powder. It was like three small swipes I think I made, and that was it. So you're gonna want something to wipe off excess, you're going to want something like that. I'm just going to get a tiny little bit more of a smudge on there, because what I want to do is that. I'm going to use this just to... yeah, that will keep your main detail, but it will also allow you to sort of like colour around it faintly, if that makes sense. Give it a halo, I suppose. The blending stump. So, and I don't really know how to use a kneaded eraser, because I've never bothered with one, because I've never done anything that's really required it. Let's get this open. Ooh, squeegee. I don't really use them very often, if at all. I think I've probably got at least one in my drawer. Oh, just getting the wrapping off is a pain in the butt. You're supposed to be able to like squish these about and stuff like that, so you can knead them into shapes and stuff. So I'm just gonna... Oh yeah, I see why now. I see why now. Right, there we are. That feels sticky and gross, and I don't like it. So there we go. That is Scrawlrbox number 130. It's an interesting one. I don't think we've never had the palette before. Never had the palette before. So it's definitely an interesting one. So I'm just going to lay it all out so you can see it all. There we are. There we are, almost there, almost there. Bring it up slightly for you. And there we have it. Scrawlrbox number 130. Definitely a Marmite box, as one of my friends who's got it already has said. You either love it or you hate it. You either like charcoal or you don't. And honestly, I'm kind of in the middle. I don't mind using it, but it's not my go-to. My go-to, as many of you know by now, is ink and water. So, stay cool, stay hydrated. It's going to get warm again next week. So, in that interim, please stay cool, stay hydrated, and I look forward to seeing you at the next Scrawlrbox. Till then, I've been Vic Witch Art Witch, and this has been Scrawlrbox, my no fluff unboxing of Scrawlrbox number 130. Thanks very much, everybody. Bye-bye.